Hello, guys. This is another episode of The Happy Doc. I usually record with my fancy setup, but today I just got my laptop. But it's not always about being perfect. It's about getting this great information to you. So for today's episode, I want to talk about something that I learned in another podcast, the Tim Ferriss Show. I believe it's his episode 408. It's called The Random Show, where usually it's himself and another friend, and they discuss concepts or different sets of concepts. And basically, it's all about the stuff. That episode was all about the stuff that they learned from 2011 to 2020, essentially. So they reviewed a lot of stuff, but there was something in there I really liked when it came to communication. And I think it'll be helpful when you're dealing with conflicts between people and you're trying to get your thoughts across in a way that you want to tell a person something. You're not sure what they might respond with back, but you still need to get those thoughts out. And so I'm going to kind of frame it in that way. I know it's a little confusing, but you'll see what I mean in a second. So in that episode with Tim Ferriss, he said that his girlfriend uses a technique in conversation where she prefaces her statement of what she's about to say to him like this: "The story in my head is that you think of me as this, or you feel a certain way about me like this. And I know it's just the story in my head. So I just want to, clarify and make sure that, I want to check if that's true or not, or if you're thinking about things in a different way." So I really like that technique where if you're going to open up to someone about something, you say, "The story in my head is blank." And I like it for a lot of reasons, because if you go up to someone and you say, "You know what, you think this and you think that, and it makes me feel like this," well, you're making an assumption that the person actually thinks that way or feels that way. And the truth is none of us actually know what another person feels or thinks. When you say the story in my head is blank, you are telling yourself, right? You're saying that I only know what I know, and I'm checking in with you to see if what I think is actually true. And it's a really soft and gentle way to start the conversation without causing additional conflict or pain. And it lets the other person come at you and discuss things with you in a much softer way. And so it doesn't have to escalate the situation. I think one of the harder parts about any relationship, whether it's a significant other or friendship, is it's just having the ability to express difficult thoughts in a safe way. So I wanted to get this episode out there for you guys to think about this concept of the story in my head is blank. The story in my head is that this is happening, but I want to clarify that with you to make sure we're on the same page. And I think if we use these techniques to have softer but effective communication, it's going to improve our ability to be happy and fulfilled, right? Because when we can improve our communication with people and we're able to say, how we think, how we feel, what we want, what we need, all of those things will let us better get those needs, and ultimately we'll be a lot happier. So I hope that was helpful for today. I hope you enjoyed that concept. And I love the Tim Ferriss Show. It's a great podcast. So if you're not listening to it, you can learn a lot more on his podcast as well. So check that out, and I'll see you in the next episode.